What's up, everybody? You know who it is. It's the Fantasy Typhoon. Welcome to Game Time. Thank you for joining this journey with me. Go ahead and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Give me your support. If you like what you're seeing on the show, you like your questions being answered, if you like hosting the Lombardi at the end of the year, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that ding, that subscribe button and the notification so you know when Typhoon goes live. Uh, Also, if you're watching on Periscope, thank you for watching on Periscope. Thank you for your support. Go ahead and subscribe on Periscope. Let's start a community. Let's start a community. Let's get this thing going. I don't know everything. I'll be willing to ask you questions as well as you ask me questions. It's a two-way street. Phone lines are open: 407 809 8330. 407 809 330. The topic of the day is Taysom Hill. He's starting quarterback for, of course, we all know Drew Brees is hurt. We know this, right? Drew Brees is hurt. Taysom Hill is starting. And in ESPN formats, believe it or not, he's a tight end. So you get quarterback points at the tight end position in ESPN rankings. So the question is this fair? Is that fair to have Taysom Hill listed as a tight end in your fantasy leagues? Call in and answer the question. 407 809 8330. Also taking advice through the chat. But this is Freestyle Fridays. And fire them up. But Typhoon, what you mean by fire them up? I just give you a quick version of fire them up. If you have Justin Herbert, fire him up. If you have Alex Smith, yes, Alex Smith, Mr. Checkdown, fire him up. Lamar Jackson, fire him up. Matthew Stafford, I know about the finger. I know he's hurt. Fire him up. That's what I mean by fire him up. We'll give you your top 5 quarterbacks, fire him up. Give you the top 5 running back, fire him up. I give you the top 5 wide receivers, fire him up. That's how we do it here at Fantasy Football 101 with the Fantasy Typhoon. Let's see. Wesley, what's up, Wesley? Where you been, man? Picked him up in all 4 of my redraft leagues. Just that's one of those Typhoon tricks. I don't know if you were aware on the YouTube channel, Wesley. I got tips and tricks, over 220 tips and tricks for new, intermediate, and some of those seasoned players can learn something from those things. And I haven't posted that one yet. How you block folks. That's lesson number, what is it? Lesson number 126. Block your opponent's path to victory. Kind of sound like what we're going through now. Path to victory. But I ain't not doing it. But Wesley, what's going on? Did I ever get your information? Need to get your information, man. The draft kit, first 5 pages are up. Only going out to my select few, and I'll be glad to send it to you. I'll email it to you, let you take a look at it, and kind of give me feedback. I want feedback on this draft kit from the public. How to do it, how to do this, and how to do that. So make sure I get your information, my friend. And you will definitely be on the list to get the email from the test of the draft kit. Let's go over just a little bit of news and notes. We already talked about Taysom Hill. I mean, I don't believe it. Here's what they're saying. Taysom Hill. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'm using Roto World. I already got something else pulled up, but anyway. Excuse me. Jameis Winston, according to ESPN, Diana Rossini, Jameis Winston will not be part of any offensive packages Week 11 against the Falcons. Come on, man. Come on. We fantasy football players. We are astute followers of the NFL game first. We know a fraud when we see that. You mean to tell me Jameis Winston isn't playing at all? Nah, nah. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't start Jameis Winston either, but don't do it. Let's see. What was the other headline? Kenny Galladay, Danny Amendola, DeAndre Swift out. Kenny Galladay, Danny Amendola, DeAndre Swift. Man, I love that little DeAndre Swift. We were talking about him on the last show. Little DeAndre Swift waking up, man. He's starting to you can see how he's starting to separate himself from that rookie running back pile. We had fantasy football 101. Fantasy football 101. We were telling you in your rookie draft, DeAndre Swift is the most talented. But we know how once these running backs are attached to a team, my how I want to say this. The fantasy community, first thing they do is look for the easiest path to carry. That's when Keyshawn Vaughn is birthed. That's how you get those. That's where they come from. I've been doing this for over 12 years, trying to tell you where all this farce and fallacy comes from. Somebody sits down, looks to the easiest path to carry, the easiest path. They're not looking at talent. They're just looking at the easiest path to go get some fantasy points. That's what they think this is. They think this is that easy. It's millions of man hours go in when these guys, when these scouts are on the road, week in, week out, away from their families during the college season, writing up these reports, talking to the coaches, talking to the high school coaches, talking to the parents, gaining all the information they can to put a grade on these players. But the fantasy community just, forget the grade. We don't care about the grade. We don't care if they can play or not. We just worried about the quickest path to fantasy football production. And that's where you get Keyshawn Vaughn. And I tried to tell you, I really did. I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm just saying, I do care. You see what it says down there? I care about your fantasy team. And I really did try my best to try to intervene because I saw it coming. Everybody thought Rojo role would be minimized. I already tried to tell you I got sources in Tampa. I'm here in Florida. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I have sources. Believe it or not, Old Typhoon got sources. I know some people inside the business, especially at Miami's facility, Tampa's facility, and Jaguar's facility. I have insiders, and they told me, look, Typhoon, it's Ronald Jones' show. And I said, all right, put me in touch with Ronald Jones. Put me in touch with Ronald Jones. Got Ronald Jones on the show. But look, Keyshawn Vaughn, you shouldn't have never drafted him in the first round. But, and DeAndre Swift had, out of all those guys, DeAndre Swift had the roughest path to fantasy dominance. He had the roughest road. He and Dobbins both had rough roads. CEH had it handed to him, which is fine. Hey, run with it. Sometimes luck is better than anything because at first he was in a committee with Williams. Williams opted out due to COVID. You got lucky. Sometimes it's good to be lucky in fantasy. Take that as a win. It's good to be lucky. It is good to be lucky because you drafted CEH. He was in a timeshare. He got lucky. DeAndre Swift in a timeshare. Then watch the Redskins drop Adrian Peterson. He comes into the mix. Now you got Adrian Peterson, Kerryon Johnson, all competing for carry time. Who's coming to the top? DeAndre Swift. Don't worry about path. Worry about talent. Talent. My mentor taught me a Super Bowl winning cornerback, a perennial Pro Bowler, sat down with me for about 3 years from a defensive perspective, taught me how to watch offense, what to look for, the stat producing positions, and taught me, look, Typhoon is traditional pro set offense, is the modified spread offense, it's the modified West Coast, it's the traditional West Coast, it's the HW personnel, and the pistol read option are all the offenses in the NFL. Once you learn that, you can learn where the stat producing positions are. You know the traits, like the running backs, 2 212 to, you don't want to go no lower than 217 is the sweet spot. But anyway, I'll get into that a little bit later. This is Freestyle Friday. Sorry, I got off at a tangent. DeAndre Swift is out. I really try to help you here. I try to pass along this information to you. You can take it or leave it, but I'm trying to give it to you. Let's see what we got. What we got, Wesley? Boyd versus Washington. Devontae Parker versus Denver. Good question, because I got Fire 'em Up coming. What we got? Boyd. Higgins and Boyd. Fire 'em up. Higgins and Boyd, fire 'em up. So if you don't know what fire 'em up means, it means that's what it means. So yes, Wesley, fire up Boyd against Washington. Fire up Boyd against Washington. Leave Devontae Parker on the bench, my man. And come back, hurt or help Monday, and let me know if that hurt or help you. Let's see. Two different managers in two of my Dynasty Superflex leagues have been pushing for me to trade them to Denzel Mims. I kind of have a clue. What your thoughts? It depends on what else you got, Wesley. It depends. It depends. What else you got? What else you got? If you're trading Denzel Mims, get a 1. Oh, hold on. Is this is redraft or rookie? I mean, I'm sorry. This is redraft or dynasty. Excuse me. If this, sorry, you said Dynasty Superflex. I'm sorry. Typhoon have those senior moments sometimes. Y'all got to bear with me now. Y'all got to bear with me with old Typhoon now. Yeah, trade Denzel Mims. Get a 1. And then when you get that 1, we'll sit back and strategize what to do with it. We'll take that 1, add another piece to it, and we going to get Deontay Johnson. We'll see if we can't get Deontay Johnson, but we'll see. Look, remember, this is Freestyle Fridays, and fire them up with the Fantasy Typhoon. Join the movement. Get immediate results. Rocking with Typhoon. Phone lines are open. 407-809-8330. 407-809-8330. Phone lines are open. Love to hear from you. Let's go. Wide receivers. If you missed quarterbacks, fire them up. Just kind of rewind. If you're watching on YouTube, rewind. If you're watching on Periscope, just simply rewind back to the quarterbacks. Fire them up. Let's go over wide receivers. Fire them up. Keenan Allen. Fire them up. Deontay Johnson, what we were just talking about. Fire him up. Will Fuller. Yes, Will Fuller. Fire him up. Higgins. Boyd. T. Higgins and Boyd. For you, Wesley. Boyd. For the Cincinnati Bengals. Fire him up. Michael Thomas. Yes, Michael Thomas. I know we got Taysom Hill in the building. Fire him up. So fire those guys up, folks. Let's see. I think I got another question here. Let me take a look. You'd say I'm good on wide receivers, but I think Mims because of the QB they draft. Yeah, that's pretty much what they want Mims for. That's what they want Mims for, so go ahead and let them have him. Let them have Mims for a 1. Nothing less than a 1. Maybe a 2.1. Maybe a 2.1. Maybe a 2.1. Go ahead and get a 1, Wesley. Go ahead and get you a 1, my friend. All right, let's get back and take a look at we already told you DeAndre Swift won't play. We already told you Kenny Galladay's out. Amendola's out. So Matthew Stafford is low on weapons. This one just in. Devontae Adams is good to go. Fire him up. Alvin Kamara returned to practice. Fire him up. Laviska Shenault with Jake Luton over there in Jacksonville Jaguars. He's out. He's missing the second straight game. Shenault is out. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been removed from the injury report. Sammy Watkins is questionable. Calvin Ridley is back. Calvin Ridley is back. Calvin Ridley is back. Calvin Ridley is back. Phone lines are open 407 809 8330. If you want to call into the show, go live over there and ask your question to the good old Fantasy Typhoon. If not, I'm about to get out of here. Once I give you these running backs, fire them up. This is Freestyle Friday. As the show increases, as the audience increases, I will bring on more assistance. I will bring on more help. I will have at least 4-5 experts sitting right here in a block, each one in their own block, answering these questions as we grow. I'm already prepared for it. Right now, I know I'm in the inception phase. I'm in the inception. Fire them up. Fire them up, Wesley. Fire them up. Fire them up. Fire them up. But yeah, I know I'm in the inception phases of game time. I know it's going to be kind of slow, but once Fantasy Typhoon takes off and this thing bubbles and grows out of control, which is what I'm hoping for, is what my vision for this channel is. As you guys come on, as you guys not used to me yet. You don't know who old Typhoon is yet. But I guarantee you're the person you getting your information from. That's why I say I'm your favorite analyst. Favorite analyst. I'm your favorite analyst. Favorite analyst. All right, folks, we get to the running backs. I'll spend a little time on these running backs. See how I want to do it. Week 11 running back rankings. New England against the Texans. Man, if you have Damian Harris, if you got Damian Harris, fire him up. Uh, Oh man, I did all that and the audio was out. But hey, you know, that's how I go. Thanks, Wesley. I appreciate it. I didn't even know the audio was out. But it happens sometimes, man. You know, these little setbacks and things like this are meant to try to discourage you and get you off your plan. But like I keep trying to tell you, I'm taking this community, small as it is now. I'm going hard for you right now, just like it's 2 million people watching. And it might not be number 3 or 4 people watching right now because the community is small. This is something I'm trying to grow. And Wesley, thank you. Hope you keep riding with old Typhoon, man. Yeah, keep riding with old Typhoon. Like I told you, make sure you give me your information so I can. The beginning of the draft kit, the first couple of pages of the draft kit is finished for 2021, and I'm sending them out to folks here in the community who's coming on with Typhoon early. These are some of the perks that you get coming on with the Typhoon early and joining me early, and you know, just a little thank you. That's all. This is a community. Phone lines are open, 407-809-8330. We're going to be taking calls. We're going to be doing everything. We're going to be doing everything for you here. Let's see. I'll do a little bit more in Typhoon. I have to roll on out. I might have to do the running backs again. You might have missed the running backs. So maybe I'll do, remember, this is Freestyle Fridays and Fire 'em Up. And for those of you who don't know what Fire 'em Up means, if you had New England Patriots, from my algorithm and my film study mesh together, I came with the New England Patriots. So that means they have the best chance to put up the most fantasy points for your running back situation this week. Nobody has an easier path to running back domination than Damian Harris of the New England Patriots this week. Damian Harris, fire him up. Vikings, Dalvin Cook against my Cowboys. We suck against the run. Inside-outside stretch zone with Kubiak. We don't understand angles. Mike Nolan has our defense. We don't even understand assignments. We don't even understand what we're doing right now. You mean to tell me you're going to bring Dalvin Cook into the picture with that offensive line blocking his synergy, moving at the same time? Dalvin Cook, fire him up. Eagles, Miles Sanders. It's his time. It's Miles Sanders time, folks. Going up against the Cleveland Browns. Fire him up. Broncos, Philip Lindsay. It's Philip Lindsay time. Melvin Gordon for your flex. Fire him up. Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs. Good old Josh Jacobs. What did he give you? 2-3 touchdowns last week when we told you to fire him up? Now, might not give you 3 TDs on the fire up this week. That you got to understand that you were rewarded or you were blessed with those extra touchdowns. So you got to understand that sometimes. He might give you 1 touchdown. But that 3 touchdowns is hard to repeat. But if you got Josh Jacobs, fire him up. Ravens backfield. Now I know Mark Ingram is back. He's in the mix. He's kind of log jamming it. We want J.K. Dobbins to rock and roll. I know. Gus Edwards, he fits. That if Harbaugh said I want to bench Gus Edwards, that whole locker room would revolt. That whole locker room wouldn't come to practice no more. He can't just move Gus Edwards out the way. This is bigger than fantasy football. You got to know NFL stuff too. It's a locker room thing. Gus Edwards is part of that team. It's hard for J.K. Now, J.K. Dobbins is a 10 times better talent. But Gus Edwards will come out there and do what he needs to do. Gus Edwards is reliable. Gus Edwards been on that team for a while. He has a veteran. He's comrades. Just can't come in there and bench that man like that. Can't do it. But Ravens backfield, fire him up. Brown, what we tell you last week? We told you about Chubb, fire him up. I can't help it. He went out of bounds. He went out of bounds last week, but he'll get a redo this week. I think he got a lot of flack for going out of bounds because, I mean, what did that really do, to be honest with you? Going out of bounds.
what did that really help? He stopped the clock. If he really wanted to do something, he just should have kind of not got on a knee, but just kind of rolled at the 5-yard line or something, just rolled over and just laid there and then let somebody come touch him and then wasted more of the clock. But I don't know. I'm just saying. Going out of bounds really helped the situation, because you stopped the clock. And that man, he was killing the Texans. And who got the Texans now? Damian Harris. But Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt in the flex, fire him up. All right, I got some questions here. I was about to roll out in September's. Duke Johnson or Philip Lindsay. What I say? Philip Lindsay. Broncos. Fire him up. What's up? See, this is what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going hard for 10, 15 people, just like I had 2 million in front of me. This is what the community is all about. I want you to have a safe place, a place where you have confidence that the person that you're talking to is listening to you, and the person that you're talking to, what they say, I care about your team. I care about your success. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. What's up in September? That's exactly what we're doing here, trying to grow this community up. Any more questions, guys? I'm going to have to roll out. Typhoon have to roll out. I got things to do unless questions are popping. Grant, what's up, Grant? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. A community. Not just me, not just you. It's all of us. All of us taking this ride together. A couple more people will catch on. And as it grows, the bigger it grows, don't think I'm going to forget about you. That's the thing. That's why I got my top 100. And you guys, Wesley, Zen, and Septivas, Grant, I got 10 more. I got up to about 25 people now that's in the core. Anything we do here is free. You get it free. Oh, Trick Shots. What's up, Trick Shots? Trick Shots in the game, too. Everything we do here, look, make sure I get you guys information. The first 2-3 pages of the 2021 draft kit are being worked on. I'm sending them out now to my top 100, where it's basically about top 25 right now. I only have 25 folks that are dedicated. I'm not talking about the folks that come and go. I'm talking about the folks that are dedicated. So you are the guys that are building the brand. I can't forget that. I can't forget that. I got to be loyal to that. I have to. That's what my father taught me. Got to be loyal to that. Got to. All right, what we got? Failed trick shot. Devontae Parker or Brandon Cooks. Let's look at the fire 'em up sheet. Do we have any up? Brandon Cooks. Fire him up. Fire up Brandon Cooks. I know everybody's going to say Devontae Parker. But this is Texans against the Patriots. This is a revenge game for Brandon Cooks. Yeah, Belichick, you traded me. Okay. Time to get you. So to ask you questions, failed trick shots, fire them up and come back and see me on Hurt or Help. If I hurt or help you, man, I don't know right now, but we'll see. Right now, it looks like I'm helping you. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. That's what I'm open. I'm wide open to you, folks. I'm wide open. Couple more questions. Typhoon, get ready to roll out. Catch me while I'm here. Catch me while I'm here. Catch me while I'm here. Let's see. Tua or Taysom. Also Tua or Tanny. Take Taysom out. I don't know if my mic might have been out when I went over that. Wesley, I don't know if you heard that. My audio went out, and I don't know when it went out. And I don't believe Peyton saying that. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull this up. What he's saying. All right, hope Roto World don't mind. Right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me put it up big so you can see it. According to ESPN's Diana Rossini, Jameis Winston will not be part of any offensive packages week 11 against the Falcons. Against the Falcons. He will not be part of any offensive packages against the Falcons. I repeat, he will not be part of any package. So what you're telling me? Taysom Hill is going to play the whole game, and Jameis Winston is going to hold a clipboard. And I can't buy that one. I can't. I've been doing this too long. I've been doing this over 12 years. I don't know if I can buy that one. That's a tough one. Sean Payton is trying to sell you a day where Taysom Hill hasn't thrown up about 19 passes. So you mean to tell me? Hold on, let's see. How many passes has he thrown? Injury last Wednesday, it would be on the center apparently every snap. Just 11 career passes. So he's only thrown 11 passes. And now he's going to come in and start. So now he's going to come in and start against the Atlanta Falcons. Even though Atlanta Falcons defensive backfield, their cornerbacks, they are under par. So, I mean, be honest though, looking at the flip side, if he did want to roll him out there, this would be the week. This would be the week. Community's starting to grow. 25. I got 25 in the house. Let's see. Yeah, 11. It was 11, Wesley. It was 11. 11. He's only thrown 11 passes, and you telling me he's going to play a whole game? Whew, boy, that's a rough one. I was born at night. I don't think it won't last night. Yeah, they did. They paid him. They paid him 20 plus. You know, there you're right. He got a big check. I mean, as far as for a backup quarterback that plays special teams. You hear what I said? A backup quarterback that plays special teams. So your quarterback is out trying to tackle McCole Hardman on the kickoff. Come on now. It gotta make football sense. Remember the slogan here. Don't play fantasy football. Meaning don't believe something that's a fantasy. You know what I mean? It's covered in football. But it's a fantasy. It will never happen. Don't play fantasy football. We'll see. Typhoon could be totally wrong, but I'm not buying that. I don't know if anybody else is saying this. I don't know if anybody else is that adamant as Typhoon. I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from the consensus. I want my own mind. I don't want to look at a lot of stuff. I want what I think. I want the originality of Typhoon to come out to you. That's why when this channel gets to 1,000, this is it. I might lock it. Can't nobody else join. You might have to do Patreon to get in at that point. And I'll do podcasts or game time just for the 1,000. Just us. You know, we sit back, come in and get your questions answered. You don't have to worry about this and that. When you hit me with a question, you know Typhoon's getting ready to hit it for you. You know, you tweet somebody a question and don't nobody get back to you. Hey, I even went as far as opening up the phone lines. 407-809-8330. You know, I know I'm early on it. All right, folks, Typhoon, get ready to roll out. folks. I appreciate the support. Don't forget, be here Sunday. Be here Sunday at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got my friend Jeff Hasley at Football Guys, and I got another guy from Football Guys that'll be here 12:05, answering your questions, helping you tweak your lineups just in case some wind changes, just in case some rain came in, just in case some snow or something came in. You know, I might have to change one of those. Fire them up! Fire them up! I might have to change one or two of them. All right, folks. It's the Typhoon.
It's about to go down in a minute. Let me touch down. I'ma get it. 'Cause I've been waiting all night. It's game time.